Started. Hi everyone, welcome to the Fitness to Business call for tonight. I really appreciate everybody for joining the call, and for those who couldn't make the call, I hope you enjoy the recording. And if you happen to have any questions after you watch the recording, make sure you post in the comment section so we can make sure we get your questions answered. What I wanted to talk about was a little bit about my story with Beachbody coaching and how coaching has really changed my life, and go over a few details about it and see if it might be a good fit for you. So I have been a Beachbody coach for almost 3 years, and my story is kind of different. I didn't join the business and jump right in and have great success. I actually joined as a coach because of Shakeology. I was training for a marathon, and I wanted to find a good source of fuel for my runs. My stomach is very sensitive, and I wanted to find something that I could drink before long runs and not have it mess with my stomach. So I did a lot of research, and I found that Shakeology was the product that I wanted to use. And at the time, my husband was active duty Air Force, and Beachbody offers free coaching for active duty military members or their spouse. So I was like, well, I'll sign up and get a discount. And I loved the product. And I would occasionally help my friends and I would share the product, but it was never anything that I did very seriously. I kind of jumped in and out. I would have called myself probably a hobby coach. And I did that for almost 20 months. So I was consistently working on my own fitness, and I was consistently drinking Shakeology, but I wasn't consistent with the business. About a year ago, my family moved back to where I'm from in Washington State. My husband retired from the Air Force, and our life changed completely. The stability that we once had completely disappeared. And for me, I really craved stability. And since our life completely changed, I figured, well, I don't know when my husband's going to have a job. I didn't know where he was. He was kind of going through some things for himself. So I figured, well, either I need to get a job, which I didn't want to do because I wanted to stay home with my kids, or I needed to make this coaching thing work. So I figured, what the heck, I didn't have anything to lose. I figured I loved the products. I might as well jump in full force and be a coach full time. And so last July, that's what I did. And over the last year, I have really been consistent with growing my business. I have been consistent in the efforts that I've done helping people, adding coaches, really growing my business to be a complete business builder. And in that time, I've seen my income grow, and I've seen I'm just amazed at what this business has done for my family. And I feel truly blessed that I'm able to still be home with my kids. So in that time, I don't like to boast or brag about income and look how amazing I am. But in that time, I have been able to grow an income that makes it so that I can continue to stay home with my kids and not have to get a job outside of the home. Well, at first, when I first started, it wasn't a full-time income. I had to let it grow to where it is now. But now I'm making a full-time income that I can comfortably stay home with my family. So that's what it has done for me. And I feel, like I said, truly blessed that I'm able to be helping other people, customers and coaches, and be home with my family. I wanted to talk a little bit about who can coach, because I think a lot of times you think, oh, Beachbody coach, I don't have a Beachbody, I can't be a Beachbody coach. When in reality, this is a business for anybody. Anybody could do this business if they truly wanted. You could do this business no matter how old you are, no matter what race you are, no matter what age, fitness level you are. You do not have to be in the perfect fitness level to do this job. And in fact, I think it's actually better sometimes if you are on your own fitness journey when you join as a Beachbody coach, because you have something to share. You can share how these products and these things are changing your life. And I think that will inspire and motivate other people. So you might be thinking, this isn't for me, I'm not perfect, I don't have this great transformation, and that is completely okay. There is no requirement for anybody to be a fitness expert, a nutrition expert. The only requirement is that you have a heart to help people and that you have a willingness to learn, and you will be able to make this business successful for you. I often get asked, what does a coach do? And if you ask a coach, you might get a different answer from each coach. And it might seem like all a coach does is play on Facebook all day, which sometimes it feels like that. But actually what we do is we really share our life. So part of being a coach is sharing your own journey on Facebook or in person and really just sharing your life. So I never want to come across as a person who just wants to sell a product. I want to be a person who is really sharing my story and trying to help people on their journey. I really want to inspire people and motivate them where they are and help them to live a better and more fulfilling life. I always want to lead with a relationship. I don't want to be somebody who's leading with, oh, buy my product, come do this, do this. I really always want to lead with the integrity of helping other people and helping them with their goals and meeting them where they are now and helping them come to where they're trying to get. I do want to talk a little bit about team culture, because if you joined our team, Team Chaos, you would be part of a family. I like to think of my coaches as my extended family, some of my best friends. And so when you join, you get to be part of our big group. And we actually have a private Facebook group where we have training and motivation and the tools that you need to have success when you grow your business. So if you sign up to be a coach with us, you don't just get to be like, hey, I'm a coach, and we're like, good luck, I hope you do great. You actually get to join our team, and we are there to lead you into success. We have training, we have one-on-one getting started right calls, we have weekly team calls where we get together and learn and strategize and plan how to be successful in this business. So I really want people to understand that when you're a coach, you're not alone on your journey. Even if you're going through your own fitness stuff, as you're a coach, we are by your side every step of the way. So we help you with your own fitness journey and your business journey together. I often get asked, and I wasn't planning on sharing a bunch of information about how we earn an income and that kind of stuff, because I don't want it to be completely about just join us as a coach so you can make a bunch of money. But as coaches, we do earn a 25% commission off the products that we sell. And if you do grow your own team of coaches, there is a cycle bonus that you can earn from that. And that's something that we could talk about in more detail. You could message the coach who invited you so you can get some more details about how it specifically works. But there is income to be made if that's something that you were thinking about doing. I would like to share a couple stories from coaches on my team, and then I'll wrap it up with any questions if anybody might have. So first, I'm going to have my coach, Kendallin, who has been on my team for, gosh, is it over a year now, almost a year and a half. And I want to share she's going to share a little bit of how she joined and how coaching has changed her life. Go ahead, Kendallin.
Hi, everybody. So I first started out just kind of wanting to get back in shape when my youngest child was about a year old. And so I was just doing some Jillian Michaels DVDs at home. And they started getting just very repetitive. I wasn't motivated. I wasn't doing them every day. And that's when one of my friends from a story time introduced to me, and that was Ashley, my coach, and she introduced to me the program Triple Fire, and she was telling me just how awesome and fun it is, and just totally sounded like something that I would enjoy. And she had to approach me a few times over the course of at least a few months before I came around and decided, I do want to spend this money and I think I want to give this a try. So I went ahead and went for it. And I had just bought the program at the time, and it was $80. And I thought, man, that is a lot of money for a workout program, so I better do it. And so I just started doing it, and I loved it, and it was hard and it was challenging, but I enjoyed it so much that I just kept pushing play every single day. And before I knew it, I had finished the whole 12-week program, and I had just amazing results that I was not expecting to have. And so after that is when I decided, it was a little bit after that I decided, you know what? I'm sharing what I'm doing anyways. People were asking me, gosh, what have you been doing, And I was telling them, so I thought, I'm sharing this anyway. Maybe I should become a coach so, I can, help motivate other ladies and other mamas out there. And So after I was a coach for, not very long, I realized this could also be a great financial opportunity for my family as well. And so over the course of this time that I've been a coach, my business has been growing, and I've been slowly building my own team of coaches. We're also helping other people. And I've built friendships with the coaches on my team. It's just been all around an amazing experience.
Thank you. Yes, Kendall had amazing results with TurboFire. How much weight did you actually lose? I can't remember.
I didn't really ever keep track of my weight very well, but I do know that I went from a size 12 when I started it to a size 6 when I was finished with that program.
I remember seeing her at Storytime. We lived in the same state at the time, and I remember seeing her, and I swear she was like the incredible shrinking woman, because every time I would see her, she was smaller and smaller, and she was just happy as can be. Now I'm going to have my coach, Kristen, share a little bit about her story as a coach. Go ahead, Kristen.
Hey, everyone. I'm Kristen. So a little bit about me. I am a military wife. My husband and I are stationed in Arizona. And I actually started off as a customer. I ordered T25. So just a little bit of a backstory. When we first moved to Arizona, I was pregnant with my youngest son in a state that I knew no one. And my husband works crazy hours, long shifts. So literally he works and he comes home and he sleeps. And I had a baby who did not sleep, and the doctors could not figure out why, even though he was having pain. So over this time of no sleep, no help, and where I knew no one, I started to go into a very dark place and depression. And so one day my husband came up to me. I was sitting outside with my son, and he just said, you know what? There's something going on with you, and we need to figure out what's going on. How can I help? And so it was that point where I was like, I really need to figure out what's going on. And I wanted to do something that was more natural, because I had tried depression medication in the past, and it's not something that I wanted to do again. And that night I was researching different options, and T25 came on, and an infomercial. And I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to get back into working out, back into my pre-baby clothes, trying to feel like me again. And 25 minutes a day, I think I can handle that. Anyone can do 25 minutes a day. I could not scroll through Facebook for 25 minutes. I think I could do that. So I went ahead and I ordered it. And for 60 days, I pushed play. And I went from size about a 10, 12 to a 6 back into my pre-baby clothes in 60 days. And I lost 18 pounds. But more importantly, I found myself. And I was happier. And because I was taking care of myself, I began to be a better mom and a better wife and a better friend. And so I think that taking care of yourself is so important. But on this journey, it was when I was just sharing it naturally. I was not a coach. I actually was not in contact with my coach. And Ashley was not actually my coach at that time. I was sharing my story on Facebook, and people were just asking me what I was doing. And about a year later, I had to go back to work full time. And I found myself back into that place where I wasn't taking care of myself. And I'd been secretly stalking Ashley for a few years. And she was actually stationed here when I started stalking her. And she was not my coach at the time, but I reached out to her, and she kept telling me, go find your coach and reach out to them, because, I don't want to step on any other coach's toes, out of respect for that coach. And of course, that's what we're all about, is respecting each other's customers and respecting just everyone in general, because we never want to steal anybody else's customers. So I couldn't figure out who my coach was or how to get a hold of her. She was just sort of MIA. So I switched to Ashley as my coach, and I ended up ordering Les Mills Pump after going back and forth for months. And I'm so thankful that she was so patient with me. So I did Les Mills Pump. And she had kept asking me for several months to become a coach. And to be honest, I didn't want to. I had been a coach 2 years before that, and I wanted nothing to do with it. And then I was like, you know what? Well, I'm going to do another program anyway. I'll sign up for the discount because my husband is active duty. We won't have to pay the monthly coach fee. So I was like, okay. But then people started asking me again what I was doing. And so after sharing my stories and giving Ashley all of my referrals, I was like, you know what? Maybe I can help people too. So February, I decided to go ahead and start coaching. I do work full-time still, but in my first month, I was able to pay for my Shakeology, which was my goal. And since February, I've begun to really grow my team and help a lot of people. This business is so humbling. It really puts things into perspective for you, and to see people change their lives and to know that you are part of helping people through their journey. And then you're also helping yourself financially. And as you help those people through their health and fitness journey, the income does start coming with that consistency. And so I do have some goals with my business that I am working towards, and I am very confident that working consistently and continuing to help people and put everyone first while continuing to work on myself, I will reach those goals.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. I think that's an amazing point. People, I've heard in this business like to say we're in the multi-level helping business, because really what it's about is helping people and creating relationships with people so that we can offer them that support that they need. I think a lot of times when you think about health and fitness, people have probably tried something before and they just don't really believe in themselves. And so if they have somebody like a coach that extends something to them and believes in them, it really gives them a chance to really blossom. And I love that I am that person to a lot of people. I feel truly blessed that people trust me enough with their own goals that I get to be by their side along the way. I've been working with one of my customers for almost an entire year, and she is on her way to losing 100 pounds. And when I think about it, it almost makes me cry, because I'm thinking she's a completely different person today than she was a year ago. Now, I didn't make her that person. She did the hard work, but I feel truly blessed that I've been by her side and I've been able to see her growth and see how it's changing her life and how it's changing her family's life and how it will change her daughter's life. Like, the ripple effect is huge, and that's something that I don't take lightly. I think it's one of the best things about this business is that we're actually helping people. I'm not just selling a random product. I'm actually helping people with their health and their fitness and things that matter so much. And so when you're getting messages from people that, you know, they are, their sugar levels are low if they have diabetes, or their cholesterol is low. And I mean, it's so much more than just like weight and that kind of stuff. They're changing their body from the inside out. And that's just a truly amazing blessing to be able to do this as a job and earn an income as you're helping people. I think that's all that I have to share. Unless anybody has any questions for me, I truly appreciate you taking the time to watch the call. And if you're watching the recording and you have some questions or you're curious of something else, message the coach that invited you, and they will get back to you. And if you wanted to schedule a one-on-one call with me or the coach that invited you to go over some more details, please do that, because I think really getting all the questions answered before you get started is the most important thing. I never want somebody to sign up as a coach unless they're 100% comfortable and they've had all their questions answered. So don't ever feel like you're bothering me or the coach that invited you. We're here to make sure that you have all the information you need, because this is a big decision, and we want to make sure that you are taken care of just like if you were a customer or anything else. So anyways, thank you so much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you if you join our team. Bye.